coming up in the show, too, we have probably, and Jack, can you just give them a tidbit of the psycho call? That coming up, we have like the longest, psychotic, most craziest, angry Santa call we've ever gotten, and actually a little scary, really.
He's mad, right?
Yeah, so we'll just play a snippet, just a second.
KYSR. This message is about KYSR. The evil. The same thing is going to happen to you little weasels.
So there's your little...
No, come on, we can't just play that. I gotta hear it.
So coming up, we have the rest of that one, and it goes on for a
2
long
minutes
time.
of that? What did we say that is going to happen to us?
Yeah, you'll find out here in a little bit. Yeah, I know.
The same thing is going to happen to you little weasels. Yeah. That's a good crazy.
Yeah. So we'll play the rest of that here in a little bit. In the meantime...
That's why we break up with you chicks, because all of a sudden you start acting like that. You show up at our house and you boil our bunny.
I hope you die. All right, anyway, there was this chick, and her name was Marielle or whatever, and she called. She was 24, divorced, has a kid, and she asked Danny, what do men think of me when they first meet me and find out this story? Danny said that we can play you like a puppet, that you need us, you're going to be needy and pathetic, basically.
And the flip side of that is, say you're like an 8, on the scale 1 to 10, a 4 thinks he can have you.
True.
A 4 with a job, and he's right.
And that you're looking for a father type. So I thought that really helped her. Now she can play men differently. So then we're playing now the new game, Sweeping the Nation, called Ask Daddy at the Pips. That's right.
All your boy questions.
All right, so we'll go to the phone. People are standing by right now.
Hey, we could also be that sitcom, 2.5 Men.
Are we basing it on size?
You know what's funny, though? Everybody had a different opinion of who meant what.
I still see me no Charlie. There's no Charlie Sheen in this room.
Charlie had a baby this week.
Yeah, little girl.
Congratulations.
Yeah, baby girl. Oh, my God, it's crazy. Who knew she was pregnant? Oh, my God. They actually had one. Wow. Christy, hi.
Hi.
Hi. Ask Daddy at the Pips.
Well, I have a comment on the girl that they talked about.
You're not playing, are you?
You guys so rule, but Danny, you're so wrong.
What am I wrong about today?
Well, I'm 29. I've been divorced twice.
Oh,
damn it.
There's a catch.
I have a kid, and I moved out to California and met the most wonderful man in my life, and we're planning on getting married very soon.
Is he older than you?
Is he older than you?
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
How much?
How much?
I'm 29. He's 33.
Yeah, that's all right.
Is he overweight?
Nope.
We feel like there might be something wrong with him to pick up the chick that has
2 ex-husbands and a kid.
Yeah.
No, he's perfectly
Is he divorced?
normal.
Is he divorced?
He's never been married, never has any kids.
Well, you know what this is? We're trying so hard here, and it's just the exception to the rule
okay.
thing.
No, it's
hey,
not.
Hey, congratulations.
Oh.
What?
She's either, yeah, he's like
He's got a
lot
secret
of money,
life?
and he's fat and heinous or something.
Or-
Not trackies.
Although,
No,
you know what? Or he's
very
playing
attractive.
her
He's got a
and
great
knows that
job,
he
but
can
he's
sleep
not
around
rich.
and she'll never leave him.
Is he fat and bald?
Wait,
No, he's
but what
not.
about that theory? That
She'll never want to be the 3-time divorcee. And he'll probably knock her up. Have 2 kids, 2 separate husbands. She's never going to leave. He can do whatever he wants.
True, got to
Okay,
pass.
guy.
All right,
there you go.
All
See you
right.
around. Nice
Good
talking to you.
call, Dr.
Daddy and the Pips, what up? That was a
or
very
it
fun little
could be
exchange
that
right there.
it actually will.
No.
No.
Fine, whatever. Craig, hi.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, you're a guy. You can't ask Danny.
Yeah,
the
I
Pips.
can. Sure I can.
Oh, I can.
Okay.
Well, I'm kind of, this question is actually for you too as well, in a sense.
Okay.
Both of you guys have been at the end of the spectrum. You've gone out with married people.
And the end of a speculum too.
and you've also, been
See,
in
that's
married
something that goes
relationships that
in
are
your cooch.
successful.
Oh.
So,
Huh?
I mean, you guys have also been in
Hold
successful
on.
relationships.
You didn't know that?
What?
What a speculum was?
Yeah. It's that thing you crank.
Oh,
There's a dog in the street. I'm very distracted.
Jesus.
Jack,
What's the matter with you?
where?
on Alameda.
All right, so there's a dog in the middle of the street on Alameda.
Yeah, first we were looking at the Telemundo helicopter, thinking it was Dan
What?
trying to sneak in.
Oh, go, puppy, go! Puppy! Oh, just missed him. Oh, he got scared and ran up the other street. It's all good now.
I was on speculums. All right, let's go back to Craig. Is everybody focused?
Yeah, the dog's gone.
All right, good. Craig, go ahead. What was your question about damaged goods or something, speculum?
I don't want to know about the speculum, but
Yeah, okay.
okay, Danny, you seem to be in a pretty successful relationship right now.
I am indeed.
I mean, what changed in you, and what makes it successful for you? What makes
Nothing.
your relationship work?
I'm the absolute dog I have always been, on a shorter leash. There are no birds going chirp, 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 and life is just perfect.
Yeah, when she
There's-
knocks you out and they're over your head.
Yeah, she'll get, she does the I get half your stuff dance.
A leopard don't change his spots.
So, Craig, here's what I think you're asking. What makes a relationship work? I don't think anybody has the answer, but
Yeah,
I do.
I know I don't.
I do know this. I would have to say that feistiness helps because the makeup artist yesterday on Days of Our Lives, she's a doll. I loved her. But she's been married like, I don't know, 20 times.
Yeah.
And she told me that what happens is she gets so bored and these men or whatever, they just get under her skin. She gets irritated and they I don't know. So I also think it's about making sure that you keep yourself separated from that partner. You know, like don't morph into one.
Right?
Right.
Have your own friends, your own life. You know, take off with your guy friends, go fishing or whatever, do those guy things. And then that way you actually appreciate the person.
And I hate to be this unromantic, but age helps too. You know, he's kind of, eventually you can, if you try hard enough, grow out of the permanent juvenile state.
No way.
no, that's
Yeah,
part of the fun.
I'm older than you are.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but
it still works.
I'm telling you, my dad was the craziest kid.
Oh, yeah.
He was the craziest kid of all. I mean, you know, here's a guy who is 50 years old or whatever, and he was crazier than all the kids. I mean, I think that actually kept them together for 42 years, is that my dad was so fun and spunky and did those, you know, I mean, he kept his juvenile, I guess.
Right, but he wouldn't put everything on the line. He would never cheat on your mom.
Oh, no. But I mean, as far as like being nuts and bringing the garden hose inside the house, yeah.
Why the hell did he bring the garden hose in the house?
Because he was chasing us with it. We were having a garden hose fight and we ran in the house and he got us in the house.
God bless little heart, that Bob.
I'll have to remember bringing the garden hose.
Yeah,
in, huh?
right there. That my mom. Oh, she loved that part. I kept that spunky.
Yeah.
All right, here is Mariah. Hi, Mariah.
Hi.
Hi.
You guys, I really want to tell you guys, first of all, that I really love your show. I've enjoyed it for many years.
We
Me
rule.
and Frank days, yes, you do rule.
Thank you.
Anyways, I don't exactly have a question. I do agree with Danny and Stench as far as their comment to the 24-year-old.
Yeah, we're going to make her jump through hoops.
As far as how you guys think that a lot of men will try to take advantage of her.
Are you going to cry?
No.
Mariah, what's
Mariah,
going on?
what's up?
Mariah.
No.
We can help. What's happening?
No, nothing. I do agree with them.
Mariah?
I also want to let her know that there is men out there who actually take her seriously. I'm actually 24 years old myself. And probably in about 2001, I was pregnant with my second child.
Oh, baggage.
Yeah,
gonna cry.
major baggage.
Hold on.
But
Be
and I
sensitive.
found out that my husband was cheating on me while I was pregnant.
Oh.
Which really, now that I think back on it, he was probably doing it way before, since our first child.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
they cheat when you're pregnant, probably isn't the first time.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Was
Yeah.
my thought. But when I finally found out and I was able to confirm it, that was the last straw. So I kicked him out of the house when I was, 6 months pregnant with my son. Well, now we've obviously gotten the divorce over with and everything, and I've met someone else who I've dated for about 3 years. So that's the only person my son's ever known, and we are actually happily married now. So I mean, it is difficult because I had to go through a lot of guys who obviously only want to sleep with you and don't really want anything to do with your kids.
Most guys.
Yeah, all guys. Real guys.
But
And the guy you have now has you. If you leave,
Right.
you have to explain to your kids why mommy can't stay married. He knows he has you.
Yeah, because
Right.
that is a good point, because always parents worry about looking bad in front of their kids.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're owned, but hey, that's okay. I'm sure he's a nice guy.
You know, Gretchen and I were talking about this one day, and I looked at her and I said, I won't be nice. I'll tell the kids it was your fault and that you were mean and drove Daddy out of the house. I will bury you in front of your children. She went, that's not very nice. I went, then don't kick me out of the house. I want to stay. You guys are really pathetic, man.
I think the kids will believe their mom.
Yeah, but what I was basically saying is, don't worry, I'm not going to be nice about this either way. This is going to be a big hassle for you.
I have a feeling she wants you to leave. Alrighty then. Coming up in mere moments, we have probably the worst complaint call we've ever had.
I really want to hear that.
Here's just a little portion of it, and we'll play the whole thing in its entirety in a minute. Go ahead, Jack.
The same thing is going to happen to you little weasels.
Are you sure he's not kidding?
Oh, we're sure.
And he quotes stuff that happened on this show last week, so he's for real.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's a good one. Yeah. We like to put him in our little vat of good people.
What time are we going to play it?
No, here in a little bit. We're going to get through all these calls because everybody is waiting on the phones forever. And what we're doing is this little thing called Ask Danny and the Pips.
Mm-hmm.
You chickaroos can ask anything you want. How to play a guy, what you think that men think of you if you're this, 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 and this. You know, even if you're an amputee, feel free to ask.
We like you if you're an amputee.
Yes, yeah. Here's Stacy. Hi, Stacy.
Hi.
Hi.
I used to love you guys, and I was listening to you guys forever, and then I stopped listening to you, and then now I start listening to you again. Now I'm really pissed off with you guys now.
Oh, my God. Could you make up your mind, Stacy?
Make a decision, for God's sakes.
I know. I'm 29 years old. I'm a single mother, and I never had a problem with dating guys, knowing that I had a kid. The only problem that they always had was me having a boob job because they thought I was an attention whore.
Yeah.
Is that what men think of big boob jobs, attention whore?
Yeah.
I think so.
How big?
Because I wear shirts that make me think that I'm an attention whore too.
Oh, well, you know, there might be a reason for that. You're an attention whore.
Well, yeah, but I like it, so that's okay.
Fine. But, I mean, you acted like you're accusing the guys of thinking this about you when, in fact, they're right.
So let me ask you this, and sorry to interrupt Stacy for a second. So do men like women that wear the hey, these are my boobies
No.
shirt?
Not for anything more than to sleep with.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, because I'm dating a guy now, and I met him in Vegas with a shirt that said PUSSY rules.
Oh, and you met him without your kids.
Thank God
in
the
Vegas.
FCC can't spell.
I did, and I've been dating him for 2 years.
He wanted to nail you when he met you, and
Yeah.
he still wants to nail you.
Wait, you wear a shirt like that and you think you're going to get quality men?
Yeah, I mean,
Hello, Jamie. I look up to you. I wore that shirt in honor of you.
Well, I would never wear that shirt. Mine say, I like tattooed dumb guys is my shirt.
okay.
and rejected.
Or I have the one, boys are evil, throw rocks at them.
I love
Oh,
that.
that's a good one. I like
Yeah.
that one.
But I don't have the old, hey, my hoo-ha is rocking.
I have that one, and I have evil.
Oh, you
Oh,
can't
get that one.
I know that you find this hard to believe, Stacey, but you can't say that because the FCC can indeed spell.
You know what I find amazing? That you can.
All right, so she has a shirt it says evil C word. She
Right.
spelled it out for us, but the FCC can still spell.
Yes.
I have a question for her.
Okay.
She says she has a guy she's been in a relationship with for 2 years, and they're happy, and he's into her. Why do you still feel the need to flaunt your goods to attract more men?
Because I'm an attention whore. I like the look.
Oh, he's never going to stick around.
He's
He's
never
going to
gonna
wear
stick
him
around.
out, and you're going to be
He
gone.
loves me to death. He thinks it's funny.
Now,
Hey,
the one
wait,
that says
Stacey.
Evil C on there, what reaction are you looking for with that one?
Oh, well, when I first met him, he was at the craps tables, and he looked at me and he goes, do you always wear shirts like that to try to get your attention? I'm like, oh, yeah, I didn't think anything of it.
But
I walk around
Stacey,
thinking nothing of it.
okay, but Stacey, hold
you
on.
don't.
But here's the thing. So you have 3 guys in this room, Danny and the Pips, and they're
We all hate you.
No, hold on. But they're telling you, as guys, that this guy isn't a long-term dude because he wouldn't be with somebody like that. That's what they're saying.
Yep.
Well, I already have a 2-carat diamond ring out of it, so
I'd take that thing and have it appraised.
no, seriously, we went and got it at the ring store. Everything. I mean,
How old is your
sure.
guy to get a 2-carat diamond ring? He's got to
He's
have some
39.
cash.
He's
39. How old are you?
I'm 29.
Oh, she's falling into our trap. We said that you get the older guy that will actually, at some point, he's 39. You're young and hot. He could totally go out with you, and it's okay. Because
No,
she's
nobody's
as good as he's
gonna
ever going to get.
You know, that's not true. Nobody can't do better than the girl that wears the Evil C word T-shirt.
If she's really hot, he's
Anybody
down for
can do
that.
better than that.
It's arm candy, and that's what she is to him.
No, you can find arm candy that isn't that repulsive.
I don't know, Stacey. I'm getting the sense from in this room that they think that this guy, there's something wrong. There's either something wrong with him or
Yeah, I get that I hated her.
Yeah.
A woman that would walk around with that word on her. I mean,
Well, I would. I like that. I mean, I like that she has the balls to do that. I think it's funny, especially in Vegas where you can wear anything.
maybe Vegas because everybody's over 21 and
Well,
stuff.
and not only that, but in Vegas, I mean, she could have been wearing the paste. I've been there a million times, as you have, and you've seen the girls with the pasties on and little skirts and blah, blah, blah. So I like that she has the balls to wear that in Vegas. I wouldn't wear it in Burbank. But Vegas, I think it's okay, you know? Does it get the quality of guy that you want? I don't think so.
No, and it gets you, and no offense, but it's going to get you, a
Laid.
washed up a rock star.
Or laid.
Right.
Yeah.
Or she's that like hood of the car girl where she always has her boobs out and he likes that his friends see this
Oh,
girl.
because
you know
it's
what I mean?
right,
Like,
yeah.
She's way younger, too.
Yeah, she is 10 years younger.
Yeah, but she's not, she's 29. She'll be 30 on her next birthday. Isn't the younger chick is 24, 25. She's not 30.
Yeah,
Not
but
when
the
you're
20.
39.
Yeah, but the problem is the 24-year-old can't carry herself like the 30-year-old can.
Yeah, the 30-year-old in the evil C word shirt.
No,
She's
no,
really
but think
carrying
about
herself
it.
like
Think
a
about it. I
lady.
mean, your wife wears those like weird ass little T-shirts, and she carries herself in like this cool, sexy way. Now think of the 24-year-old that wears what's that? Your wife has that one rocker T-shirt.
Sid Vicious, Nancy Spungen?
Yeah. Now imagine a 24-year-old in that. Not, she couldn't pull it off. It wouldn't be sexy on a 24-year-old.
Yes, she could.
Well, in your warped, I forget we can't play this game with you. Become the graphic news update.
I don't know. That was
Jesus
nasty.
Christ. Lord. All right, anyway. Hey, by the way, did you know tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day?
Hey!
And Bigora.
Don't you know? Oh, that's not it. Oi. No, not oi. Hell, that's Jewish Day. Everything's O, right?
Their names are
Yeah,
O'Lear,
Oh,
O'Shea.
Tannenbaum. Anyway. Also, I was telling you earlier, that guy called and he said, what are the secrets to a good marriage and all that crap? And I said, you guys have to make sure that you keep your own lives and friends and do things separately. And, I know what it's like when you first fall in love with somebody or you get into that rut where it's just easier to only be with your husband.
Right.
And it's like a big pain in the ass to get ready and go out with your girlfriends. But then once you do it, you're really happy you did.
Right.
Well, it says here, given enough time, you and your partner or roommate actually can become one, at least emotionally. A study at the University of California, Berkeley. That's one of them good schools, I think.
That's what I hear.
So their study might be accurate. It looked at people who lived together, including heterosexual couples and dorm roommates, and concluded that over time they began to adopt one another's emotional responses to situations. It says counselors warn that if couples become too similar in their emotions, they can lose their identity by becoming emotional clones.
Is your cat angry a lot?
Yes, my cat's very angry and flips his hair.
All right, when are we going to play the rest of that crazy caller?
I don't know, really. I think we'll play it at 8:45. That's in 10 minutes.
Okay, yeah, 50.
Anyway, so that's the whole thing about the emotional cloning. So make sure you live separate lives, damn it, or else you'll become an emotional clone. Here is Donna. Hi, Donna.
Hi.
Hi.
You guys rock and roll.
We
We
rock
rule.
Go ahead. What were you calling about?
I got divorced when I was 28 and I had children. And you look for a father.
Mm-hmm.
You don't find it out there. They're not, you play tug of war. Men are like, they're not my kids, and the kids are like, he is not my dad.
Right.
What's he doing here? So I learned to date married men. They don't want to go home, and they don't want to meet your children. Your children don't even know about them. At first, there is like a physical attraction of sure, you look at him, you're like, oh, he's nice. Then he's married, and then you find out, you know what? I don't have to clean for this guy. Don't have to cook for him. Don't have to hear him bitch and nag about the children. It's great. He buys me gifts. He takes me out, takes me to nice hotels. And
It's
then
the
after my
perfect
kids
setup.
You know
older-
what? This chick's out guying us.
She's figured the guy
She's
game out.
figured the guy game out.
kidding.
She's
After my kids got
awesome.
older, the thrill is in the chase, not the kill. All of a sudden they realize you don't have children, and they bring up, well, I was thinking about leaving my wife. Why would I want to be with you? You cheat. I know you. Yeah.
Wow.
After the nudity wears off, you're going to be out chasing some, little hard
I like it.
And we got a new word out of this.
Dude, you are awesome.
The nudity.
And I do. I mean, the thrill is there. And the minute that you get them, you bag them, really don't want them. You don't want to pick up and clean. I'm done with that. And if kids, they do want to meet. My kids always, I have great children. And matter of fact, as they got older, they thanked me for not bringing men home all the time.
Okay, but I have a question.
Yeah.
You rock.
But at the holidays, I mean, I know you have children, so your life is full and all that stuff. But you know, at the holidays, when, like, let's say as your daughter or son get older and they're opening that little special gift from their boyfriend or girlfriend and blah blah blah, and everybody's around the tree, and there you are alone, doesn't that make you a little bit sad?
No, because my holidays, I've learned to spend it with my children. Their happiness and that's my time. I'll spend holidays afterwards, you know, a couple days after maybe.
But
I'll go
when
skiing.
all the kids are, let's say, I don't know, they're out at slumber parties and somebody's off of college and all that stuff, and there you are, you know, I mean.
I have 2 children in college. They both live near me. I live in Mission Viejo. They both live near me. All of our holidays were spent with my parents, my brothers, my sister.
But on that day that the trash needed to be taken out, and you have, because here's what happened with me. I was married to that guy that wasn't around, but I was married to him. And you actually, I don't know, you resent that you're even with him because he's not around when you need him most.
No. I'm fortunate. I had 7 brothers, and they all live, well, 2 of them have passed away, but they all live kind of near me. So it's always like if I need something repaired, I call one of them. If I need my car repaired, my brother's a GM at a dealership, I call him. He says, I'll have. So I was real fortunate. I really didn't need that man, and I let every man know that I dated. I don't need you. I want you.
Because that's funny, because my girlfriend, Audrey Tism, she's like, I don't need a man. I don't need a man. But
she needs a man.
She needs a man. The other day, she's calling me, oh, my God, I can't. Blah. And I'm thinking, you need a man.
You need a man.
I
don't
have
think
my kids, now that they're older.
Donna doesn't need a man,
I
I don't
with
think.
Their friends, dads or something, or their
I don't
bosses.
think a
Hey,
man
you know,
wants
you
to be
really
with
want. And
Donna.
I'm like,
I don't know.
I'm not looking forward to coming home every night, seeing somebody going, you know, I got to cook for this guy. I got to hear him change TV, bitch about what I want to watch. I like.
Well, you have really fixated on what you don't like about relationships. Listen to him change channels.
She's got what she wants.
No, I love her. I think. No.
Brothers. I love men.
How old of a woman are you, if you don't mind my
wonderful.
asking?
But I just don't need one. You know,
Donna, how old are you?
44.
44. And if you don't mind, how did your 2 brothers pass away?
One was killed in a motorcycle accident. One had cancer.
That's the second motorcycle
Michael
death today.
Yeah, he was 23 years old. But I adore men. I adore my brothers.
Yikes.
That becomes a problem with the permanent relationship.
Well, I
too.
guess the good news is you never have to worry about getting bored.
No,
Right.
and I always have my job, or I have
love her.
something, you know, and I always have my friends that I do call up, or they'll call me and say, hey, let's
So
go
would Donna, would you say your life is absolutely perfect?
No.
So,
I know my daughter just turned 18, and my last one, and as soon as, I know of 4 or 5 years from now, I got to change the way I am, because I don't want to grow old alone. And I do know that. And I said, you know
'Cause
what,
you're gonna be
marriage
Uncle
is for
Charles
people over
pooping
55.
pants.
That's what marriage is for. So I want to be married when I'm 55 for a companion. Hang out, let's go do some boring stuff. But right now, you know, a woman could go into
Move
a
on
club.
down
She
to
knows
Florida.
she's going to get laid. She knows who she
Yep.
can go home
Yep.
with, married or not.
Yep.
We already go out and scope and say, you know what, we look good. You know what? And the older you get, the more confident you get.
I love her.
You know what to tell the
She's
men
like
that
a
they want
man.
to
in
hear.
She's a
woman's
man.
skin.
You know?
I want that Brady Black guy from Days of Our Lives, and I feel confident I can have him.
Don't tell his
The way you
wife.
drink your drink, the way you lick the rim on your drink, believe me, he's going home with you. He might say no in the beginning, but he's going
The way you
he's
lick
going
the
to a
rim of
hotel
your
with you.
drink.
Who licks the rim?
Who licks the rim?
She's your friend.
I love her.
She's licking the rim. Adam.
No. It's circular.
It's a joke.
No, I'm helping you.
Jack. Good.
Oh, you broke it?
Call Jamie.
Quick, we're going to take these last 2 calls, and then we're going to play that guy who's lost his mind and
And hates us.
hates us. We took it off the voicemail. So here is Ann. Hi, Ann.
Hi, how are you guys doing?
Hi,
We
Ann.
rule.
You guys rule.
Like Britannia, we rule the waves.
Oh, very nice.
Hey, I want to let you guys know that I listen to you guys every morning on my way home from work in the morning. You keep me awake compared to them other stations.
Well, thank you. We're way better than them other
Ann.
stations.
Yeah, so there.
Because you rule.
We
We
do
rule.
Hey, I have a comment about what your conversation was this morning about, married and single and how you have to keep individual activities separate
Right.
in order to keep the marriage alive.
Right?
I agree with that wholeheartedly. I think everybody has to have their own individual things as an individual as well as a couple. So if there's things that you enjoy individually before you get married, maintain those things because
Like
it'll save
sleeping
your
around?
marriage in the long run.
I knew you were going to say that. Typical guy. I knew you were going to say that. I did. It's so funny because that's what men are like. Every
That's
guy
what
in their
they're
car right
thinking.
now is going, like sleeping around.
That's what you enjoyed before marriage, doing beer bongs and sleeping around.
I don't think anybody ever enjoyed the simplicity of a nice beer bong.
Oh, you're insane.
Remember how it just shot down your throat and you didn't even have to drink it?
And you're saying nobody loved that?
It was
I
just-
loved that.
I burped so much after that, and then my belly got all full, and I'd be
You're not a boy.
I know, but I'd be in a little bikini in Daytona, and I'd be like, my belly's full. Beer bong beer. Anyway, Ann, we agree.
I just think it's important. I think, if you keep your activities, not the bad activities, but the ones that you used to enjoy with your friends.
And
then
what
you
are
both
your
individually
activities?
will be more happier with your marriage.
More happier. What do you do, Ann? What's your hobby?
My hobby, I enjoy reading. I enjoy going out with my friends. I went to Vegas this weekend by myself and a friend of mine and met up with some friends up there by myself. And my husband was in the military for 20 years, and he was always gone for like a week or two at a time, and you just have to maintain that trust somehow.
Well, very nice, Ann. We will take it all to heart. We'll go to Vegas by ourselves.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys had a good time a few weeks back.
You will. I mean, we
was in
love
bed
the
by
Palms.
9.
Yeah, I mean, we love the Palms. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It was quick.
And Wednesday night.
And Builder Bob's going to Vegas this weekend for a bachelor party.
Awesome. Want me to go keep tabs on him?
Could ya?
No.
No,
I'm
I
not allowed. Stench?
No.
Here's the way I figure where's will happen. There'll be strippers
Right? Of course there'll be strippers.
and there'll be beer.
Yep.
I'm sorry, he doesn't play the trumpet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Somebody else might.
Yeah.
Actually, that was a slide trombone.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The first chair trumpet player is going to be there.
All right, Jack, are we ready for our Angry Santa call?
God, yes.
All right, here we go. Some guy left this on our voicemail.
KYSR. This message is about KYSR. The evil. The same thing is going to happen to you little weasels. The same thing is going to happen to you little evil, cowardly. After the game of love, I don't think people appreciate that, you evil and losers. You should do that to yourselves. No one is sweeter than I am.
Wow.
No one goes and buys Girl Scout cookies and is looked upon with such likeableness as tiny little Girl Scouts. No one's sweeter than me. No one's nicer about it. You're liars and I'm going to torture your asses forevermore. That's more than I'm saying. That's not me. That's endlessly more than I'm speaking of. I'm going to torture you, evil KYSR, for 4 to 5 minutes straight. By drilling things into your bones in a place more real than here. More real. And after that was a wonderland. Your body is a wonderland? You think any girls or ladies appreciate boom boom? After your body is a wonderland? Evil little scum. No one, nobody, anywhere just about on this planet is going to be able to do it to you, evil like me. That's what I'm not emphasizing enough either. And that is that all the winners, all those up in heaven are going to do it to you together.
All sounding the
endlessly.
same.
That was it.
It's Al Pacino from Scent of a Woman.
He hates John Mayer.
Yeah.
I got that.
And Girl Scout cookies.
And that he thinks we're evil.
Well, and then there was just this yelling that I couldn't make out.
Something about torturing us for 4 to 5 minutes straight. I got that.
And he had a thing with evil blah, blah, blahs. That's what he called you.
Did we say something mean to a Girl Scout?
No, we bought some cookies.
Yeah.
You guys weren't even mean to the Girl Scout.
Yeah, of course we weren't. We love the Girl Scouts.
Huh.
Oh, no, we were mean to a Girl Scout on the phone that day. Remember when the Girl Scout called and said, I have your cookies, and we said, we don't want them anymore, blah, 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 blah. And we were
Oh,
vicious
yeah.
to the little kid?
Oh.
That's where where it comes from.
yeah,
And that was
yeah.
right after a John Mayer record. That explains it.
Wait, what about the Girl Scout that brought the cookies here? We weren't mean to her, were we?
That was her.
That was her.
But we were just playing with her, and then we were like, bring the cookies by.
Oh,
Little cookie with the moon. And then she wrote a cute little, picture.
Evil.
And I couldn't make out a lot of it. Could you?
lot of it.
Could you write it in a poetry form?
I had no idea what he was saying when
Oh,
he yelled.
I thought you could make it
No,
out.
when he yelled, I couldn't. I just know what he kept saying
A
over
lot
and
of
over
it,
and over.
Didn't a lot of it sound like Al Pacino from Scent of a Woman?
Oh. Anyway. All right, we got to take a break, and when we come back, we'll try to transpose it into poetry.
SR. This message is about KYSR. The evil. The same thing is going to happen to you little weasels. The same thing is going to happen to you little evil, cowardly after the game of love. I don't think people appreciate that, you evil and losers. You should do that to yourselves. No one is sweeter than I am. No one goes and buys Girl Scout cookies and is looked upon with such likeableness as tiny little Girl Scouts. No one's sweeter than me. No one's nicer about it. You're liars and I'm going to torture your asses forevermore.
Aw, he's going to torture our asses forevermore.
You know what? I mean, does it make you nervous at all that you look out there and there's some guy that worked up, just screaming into his phone, fixating on us?
Him? No.
No?
No.
Why not?
Because I think that probably him. It's the quiet ones that worry me.
Ah.
I think because him just screaming,
He
got
vents?
it. Yeah, he got it all out, and then he feels better, you
Right.
know. And that fire and that anger is it gets to be distributed. I guess it's
Right.
those
It's
quiet,
those quiet ones?
like just they'll write you something a little off the wall, and you're like, okay, that one's a little different.
Right.
It's the quiet ones that worry me.
All right, good to know.
You know, because that's what they always say on the news.
It was a quiet one.
He was so nice and he was quiet and he kept to himself. They never
Yeah.
say he was a screaming lunatic that yelled and we knew he was going to kill somebody.
Right. They never say that.
No.
Because they look bad. Oh, we knew he was going to kill somebody. We were
Right.
just waiting.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jack, you're like leaning over.
I would normally agree with you on that if he was venting anything that made any sense, but because he's that crazy and doesn't really make any
Oh,
sense,
yeah, he doesn't
could
make
be
any.
a little scarier.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, he's somehow worried that we need to know that he is more like than Girl Scouts.
No, and the Girl Scouts love him.
Yeah. And no one is sweeter and nicer about it than no one honors it. And I'm going to torture your asses. No one is sweeter than I am. No one can care about Girl Scout cookies and is looked upon with such likableness.
I loved that part. I'm glad you were looked on as likableness.
Anyway, but thank you for your comments. And they're
Yeah.
always welcome here at the Radio Ranch.
Absolutely.
Thus, freedom of speech. Oh, I'm sorry. No, not anymore. No more freedom of speech. That would be your FCC, your Congress, your people that you elected saying no more freedom of speech. But anyway, that's a different Oprah. Hey, I bet somebody can actually interpret maybe what this all meant.
Maybe.
Jim!
Hello.
Hello.
That wrath's going to come down and strike that guy dead.
The wrath is?
Yeah, God.
God!
God.
Will come and get him, will
Because
they?
he's a big Jamie and Danny fan.
He's the
God.
biggest one of all. You can't get any better than that.
Then God. Well, yes, you know what, Jim? Yeah, that some people believe that is true.
Yeah, I wanted to tell you, I found some people at Pop's shop, and they do transmissions, and they all listen to you guys. They love you.
Oh, Pop Shop's transmission.
Hey, Pop Chops.
Home of the 1 hour transmission.
Yeah.
Would
Beep,
you, would you throw a rod, Jim?
No, they tighten my bolts down. Somebody loosened my bolts on my transmission. See how mean people are?
Yes.
Now, Jim, I know mean people, and I don't see any of them with a wrench walking around thinking, I'm going to go over there and loosen up this guy's transmission.
Well, a place that you take it to can do it.
Well, that's true, Jim.
So what, you think is you took it in to get, like, your brakes looked at and they loosened your transmission so you'd have to come back and pay to get it fixed?
Yeah.
God, I'm a genius in interpreting
Wow.
Jim.
Well, not this place. So
No,
they were
not
honest.
Pop's
No, not Pop
Transmission.
Shop.
Oh, I like a pop
They were
shop.
honest about it.
God bless him.
They said whoever you took it to didn't tighten it down. I had a belt that broke off on me.
You should hot tub with him.
Aw. So are you friends with the pop shop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they love you hanging around all day?
No, I didn't hang around all day.
Oh, you
Just
should
me,
go over
huh?
there and see him
They
today.
just had to tighten it down, and it's dry, and they said my transmission's fine.
Mm. Well, that is good. Thank
Go
God.
check out the Jiffy Lube on Olive. They'd like to see you.
Oh, you're just...
Yeah, but they're all coming to your restaurant, Danny.
Oh.
I got you some business.
Oh.
Thanks, Jim.
Drumming
You're
up
welcome.
business, are you? To go to Figurini's.
You're a good guy, man.
Oh, now you get the name right.
I
You're
said,
a good person, even though that people think you're not. They just don't know you that
Who thinks
well.
I'm not?
the people at
And
Pop
I'm
Shop.
not either.
You're not a good person, Jim?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, okay.
You should get Jim a
And you're a
sandwich board
good
and let him
person
walk around
too
with
in
the
your
name of
own
the
way.
restaurant
You
on
know
it.
that you like to kid around.
Something about Jim just doesn't make me think food.
Hey, what about this? How about this?
I
Wait, Jim. Jim, I have an idea. Hold on.
Yeah.
All right. You know how, like, in front of Subway, sometimes they have, like, the sandwich guy that waves at you?
Oh.
And sometimes there's, like, at Frosty Freeze, they have a big old Slurpee thing that waves
Right.
at you. Why
Yeah.
don't you dress Jim up like a huge pizza
Right.
and have him stand in front of your business and wave?
Yes.
It kind of sounds like a good idea for a couple reasons.
A big old macaroni.
But it sounds bad in another way.
Why?
Well, because, the guy dressed up like a pizza doesn't usually indicate a real quality product. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're like a real good pizza. We don't fool around. And
What about
but
the crazies?
one of the reasons it sounds good is if you make the pizza suit real wide, Jim can't walk through the door.
What about the crazies that do the
Slice
drive-by
of pizza could wear a
shootings? I don't want to
tuxedo,
get
thus
shot
insinuating
at.
quality.
Oh, yeah. Put him in a tuxedo.
I'm telling you, any giant food, no matter what you put on it, Jack, does not
I don't
entice
know.
quality.
Tuxedo, nice. Put him in a nice jumbo tuxedo.
Pizza in a tuxedo.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Quality.
Yeah.
Only the finest ingredients and French designers go into our pizzas.
Yeah. Put him in a beret.
Hey, Danny.
What, Jim?
You wanna
tart in
hunt
a
that
beret
guy
always looks
down
good.
and eat him?
What?
You want to hunt that guy down on that angry caller and eat him
Yes, I do, Jim.
and pound his face in?
Oh, look like you guys are starting. You want him outside my
I
restaurant
can
dressed
be
as
your
food.
bouncer.
Yes, we do.
I thought you liked my pizza.
I
What are you
love
trying
your
to do to me?
pizza. I love your pizza.
Stench can be your bouncer.
But I think the retard in a beret is really fun.
And your complaints will go way down. No
Yeah.
one will ever complain about anything.
Yeah, they also won't come back.
Hey, Jim.
Hey, where do you want to go for pizza
Iron
tonight?
Stench will be your bouncers.
Let's go
For
down the
that
street. The pizza's not as good.
angry Santa.
But they don't have a retard in a beret. Pizza guy that sucks, but no
Hey, but can
retard
I
in the
tell you
hat.
something, though? It's something to see. You know how there's so many tourists there and they want to look at something?
We're thinking about doing that.
Yeah, so have them
Chuck E. Cheese has the rat. You
Right.
have Jim.
We have chunky cheese. Just like a little, like he's like a monument.
But monuments are usually to something. What are we erecting Jim to?
In honor of, right.
No, I don't need no monument.
Yes, you do.
You shut up, Jack.
Like special needs 10% off.
No, not to be rude to anybody.
Well, you are. How about all special needs people get, Special Needs Tuesday.
As far as I know, people with special needs want to be treated just the same as everybody else, and by damn, I will
No.
charge them the same.
No, it's just like when you become your AARP, when you get your, I'm a senior citizen, you want your 10% discount. If you're retarded, you want 10% off.
Right, you're on a fixed income.
How about
and you
a
have-
free one?
You've already got 10% off at the very minimum.
Well, right, of your brain now. How about my food?
Okay, your food is 10% off.
I'm just saying, here, catchphrase. We honor tards. Something like that.
I like it. I haven't made that face at you in a long time.
Oh my God!
What? We honor tards?
Yes.
Tard Tuesdays?
I have
10%
huge
off?
news.
What?
What?
Shakey's and our love of the Shakey's, they have brought us food. It's a buffet in your office.
But we were just talking about another place, man.
But they don't have guys dressed up in pizza there, and they've been very successful. So I suggest don't put the retard in the suit, Dan.
Thank you.
Oh, Jim, did you hear that? He just called you a retard.
Eddie is carrying a
You get in trouble with the FCC, Stench.
He knows that.
You can't say that.
You're trying to mess up their station so they all get fired.
Wow.
There you have
He
it.
just told me. I lost.
Call Jamie and Danny now.
Dan doesn't come in today.
But he came yesterday early.
Yeah, but it's Tuesdays. Dan Hatchback Man, space number 90, did not park today.
Right. Or at least until later.
Right. He's been sneaking in.
Yeah, I don't know. Is he trying to avoid us?
I think so. And he comes from the other way now.
And you know what? My first thought when I saw the Telemundo helicopter, because I thought it was the NBC helicopter and going to land there, I thought Dan.
Really?
Like trying to avoid us, trying to, do something new.
Yeah. Dan.
Has anybody been to his house yet with Scott to go
No.
swimming and barbecuing?
Nope.
No. I'm starting to think it was an empty offer.
Hey, by the way, is my new affair, that Brady guy, the guy that plays Brady on Days of Our Lives, Kyle, is he calling the show?
They're trying to track him down as we speak because I told him to call in today.
He's probably happily in bed with his happily married wife.
Probably at work.
We're there. I love him.
Now, does he play the love interest to that young girl with the big blue eyes?
Does Brady play the? I'm not sure.
See, I can't narrow him down by character names. But one of these guys.
As Belle? Because I don't think.
He's a blonde, pretty boy.
No, I know, but
He's
one of
hot.
these guys, a guy that looks very much like that, it's a terrible picture of him, was on the other half like a bunch. He was like on as our revolving judge for segments. So if it's that guy, he's very sweet, nice boy.
No. We'll find out.
Yeah, we'll
Anyway,
find out.
all right, we have different phone calls about different stuff. I have some things to tell you along the line of what the hell's wrong with Jack. Jack, actually, do you want to play that now? Feel free if you just, want to go ahead and play that right now.
What the hell is wrong with? What the hell is wrong with? What the hell is wrong with Jack?
That is really, really nice.
Frodo worked that out.
Yeah.
I got to give it to the little Frodester.
Man plunges to his death from a Denver penthouse. Now, here's the weird part about this, and you guys in Denver already know this, but it's of this Barry Fay, and he's a really, really nice guy, and it's from his apartment. And this guy fell out of his apartment, and Barry Fay is a huge concert promoter in Denver.
Yeah.
So,
Are there signs of foul play?
they don't know if it was suicide or an accident. They don't suspect foul play, but still, if you're Barry Fay, you're like, damn it, dude, come on. Like, fall out of somebody else's apartment. But I'm a big-time concert promoter.
Right.
Doesn't make me look good. Anyway.
Although I don't know that that's really, and if you don't mind my opinion, a what's wrong with Jack's story.
That a guy fell out of
He has to land on a child and bounce off and kill a dog.
But the fact they fell out of a millionaire, popular person's...
It's a great story. It's just not a what's wrong with Jack's story, in my most humble of opinion.
Oh, no, you know what? I guess just because I know him
Right.
was my
It's a
first-
great story.
It's
Did you hear the one about the guy who fell out the window?
You know what it is? It's, hey, this is one of my friend's stories. I'm
Right.
sorry. So, yeah, you're right.
No, he had to get impaled on something and not die and then catch fire. That's a what's wrong with Jack's story.
All right. Well, I can find one of those. Hold on. Here's one.
There we go.
A man accused of running his car into his wife's house with his pickup truck of his ex-wife. He was 69, and he ran his car into her house. She and her 85-year-old mother ran out of the house. He saw him, put it in reverse, and then ran over both of them and killed them.
There you go. There you go. That's what's wrong with Jack.